Hello, hello, it's Maggie. We are going to do a never-ending card today. Now, if you've been around for junk journaling or card making or scrapbooking for a long time, probably maybe longer than me for sure, I haven't been that long, then you probably know all about this never-ending card. But I just discovered it a few days ago and I thought, oh, I've got to have that for my journals. I've got to put that into my journals. So I went about watching a video, and the creator was Crafting by Jen, I believe. But I will definitely link her. I should have written it down, but I didn't. I don't know why I didn't do that. So I watched her video and I thought, oh, this is really pretty easy. So yeah, again, I am not a tutorial. I'm just going to show you how I learned to make it and how I made it. So this was this was my second prototype. My first prototype, I completely messed up. And why this one is wanting to go backwards, I'm not sure. I think I fixed this there. Okay, so this is my second the first prototype I made a big boo-boo on. Okay. So there you go. So I'm going to make one of these today, and I hope you enjoy this video. I do have a couple of shout outs I would like to do this morning. Well, yes, actually it's afternoon. Leanne Jones, 598, Nancy Love, 4469 from Arkansas, and Betty Ann Flood, 835. Thank you, ladies, so much for watching and for leaving a comment. I really do appreciate it. So in my videos from here on out, as much as I can, and if I ever miss anybody, I apologize from the bottom of my heart. If you leave me a comment, like Nancy, she just left a comment from Arkansas. That's great. That's what I want to know, where y'all are from. So if you leave me a comment, I am going to give you a shout out to let you know that I appreciated you watching and commenting. So let's get on with this. This, of course, is best made from cardstock. And you can make it from, you can really make it any size you want to make it. Now this was made from a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock, and that's what I'm going to be making today, because I figured this would fit nicely into a journal pocket. And you can fold it down to like this, but I don't know that I recommend folding it like that, but you could. So the one I'm going to do today is from a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock. And my cardstock that I'm going to be using is a piece of this old lace from Stamperia. And it doesn't matter, it doesn't really matter what size your paper is, as long as, like I said, it does need to be a perfect square. Man, these perfect anythings just do not get along the best. So, I am going to fold this. Now the first fold you do is you're just going to fold it in half. Like this. You want to be sure all your creases are good. I've got my handy dandy bone folder here. Hopefully I get everything folded up correctly. Okay. And then the next fold you're going to make is like this, again in half. I want to make sure I've got these lined up. This is where I run into my troubles. Okay, hopefully that's correct. So fold it in half again. I like the stamp period cardstock because it's very nice cardstock, but yet you can manipulate it pretty easily. So essentially now you've got this folded into four quarters. Okay, now the next fold that I'm going to make, it would be easier to see this if I inked it, but I'm not going to ink it. So you want to fold it up again, right up to that halfway mark. And then you're going to fold it up again. Right up to the fold mark. Again, I'm just kind of lifting mine up so I bring this paper over to that crease line. I don't want it to cross over, and like I said, it's not I don't have it inked, so it's almost impossible. I just got to kind of go by feel. Okay, so now you've got this. You've got your half that way, your half that way. Fold this like this. Okay. Now you're going to fold it again just the way we did, just the way I did. But you're going to come up here again to this halfway mark. The stamp period paper seems to take a beating, it doesn't crack. So we're going to fold this up again, the other side, right up here to the center. I'm going to crease this down. I could use this stamp period paper all day long if I could afford it. I'm just giving all these a good crease. So, just to recap, you fold it in half, fold it in half again so that you have quarters. Then you fold each side this way and this way. So trust me, even though you can't see it, you've got all these little squares. You've got 12 little squares. Okay, so then what we're going to do, I'm going to try to find here. I'm going to do it this way, I think, so you can see this a little bit better. I think I am going to ink this right here because it really is important. And this is my area of most problems. So I'm just inking this bottom section of folds. Well, if I didn't say welcome to my channel, thank you, welcome to my channel. Okay. And I'm going to ink this as well. I might as well ink this one too. Okay, so I hope that this makes it a little easier to see right here. You know what I'm going to do is right here, this center section, this is going to be this whole center section. I'm going to cut this out. And keep your fingers crossed for me, because for me this is the most difficult part. I thought about using my, well, I guess I could try to use it. I really need a new blade in here. The blades for these rotary cutters are so pricey. Okay, so I am going to try my best to cut this smoothly right here. I don't want to move anything till I'm sure it oh, good, okay. Now I need to cut this one. Now I did watch a couple of videos on another way to make these, and I think I'm going to try it, not today of course, but I'm going to try it on my own off camera and see. I think I like the way it looks better, but this is much easier. You only have one piece of paper to contend with, and just these simple folds, and then cutting the center out. And I know some people are so much way better than doing this part than I am. I just seem to be lacking in this department. I don't know why. So I hope you all are having a good day. I've been kind of busy this morning. I got this new little cabinet to set my printer on, and you know, I didn't really check the measurements. I just looked at the picture and I thought, oh yeah, that'll work. Well, it ended up being teeny tiny. But my printer is still sitting on it. The problem is I'd hoped to use it for some storage for some things that were just in my room annoying me. And that's not going to happen. See, I didn't cut this straight. Doggone it. That's from me rolling it back and forth, which you shouldn't do. And I'm terrible at using an X-Acto knife. I'm trying to get a little better at it. I mean, I'm trying to use it more frequently so I can get better at it. Oh my gosh, I'm just making this worse as things go along. I don't want to lose this piece of scrapbook paper. I can fix this. It's not that big of a deal. Well, it sort of is, because I took a big chunk out of this. Well, this is just not wanting to let loose. Well, you may not be able to see this, but I've got a right mess here. And of course, I'm on camera, so it would have to look at this. I just shredded this right here. This is not the way it's supposed to be. But I'm going to try to trim this off and fix it the best I can. So So it's not going to be perfect. I was hoping for a little bit of perfection anyway, but I'm not going to get it. So that's all right. It's going into a junk journal. I'm just going to do the best I can here. I don't want to keep chopping away at it though. I just want to try to fix what I messed up the best I can. Yeah, so for me, it's not the concept that's hard for me. It's cutting things straight. That where I like my skill. All right, hopefully this will work. Let's see. We can find out here real quick. So you've got your center cut out. All right, now, the next thing we're going to do is we need to glue some of these squares down, okay? And this is where I made my big boo-boo with my first prototype. I should have got my double-sided tape out. Okay, so I am going to use double-sided tape on this. Now the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to put some double-sided tape and some glue up on these corners, the right hand corner, upper corner, and the left lower corner. That's our next step. So I'm going to use a little double-sided tape and some glue on top of that. Now, as far as I'm concerned, double-sided tape can be a real pain in the neck to get down, but boy, it stays down for sure. Well, it's not getting it down that's difficult, it's getting the backing off that can be so hard sometimes. And I learned that if I just burnish this tape down really well, it usually will come apart easier. So I don't know if I told you how happy I am that you came to spend some time with me, but I am. I'm really happy. No more migraines. I haven't had any. I have been a couple of times feeling like I was gonna have one, but nope. No. Alright, so I need my little pokey thing here. This is an itty bitty craft knife that I found is absolutely good for nothing except this right here, getting these backings up off this tape. So if you are familiar with these infinity cards or never-ending cards, they're called by different names, I guess. And I think there's something that they're a piece that's more used more in card making. I'm not sure. I've never made cards. I did watercolor some Christmas cards one Christmas, And that was a lot of fun. I had fun with that, but yeah, I'm not a card maker. I wasn't a scrapbooker. I wish I could lay claim to that experience, but I don't have it. Okay. Now the person that I watched make this, she used tape and glue, so that's what I'm doing as well. I don't think you need to use tape and glue. I think one or the other is sufficient. You probably hear the kitty cat. Oops. I got glue where I don't want to get it. We don't want this to stick together right here. No, we don't. Okay. So you're going to fold your top piece down to here. And you're going to put your bottom piece up to there. Okay, now you're going to turn it like this, so you've got this open. And now you're going to do your top left and your bottom right. And I'm just going to glue it this time. You could even use glue stick on this. The idea is just not to let it run into the other pieces so they get stuck together. And because I can't see my lines very well, there's a high risk. I'm at a high risk for doing that. Okay, so the top left and the bottom right. Come on out of here. You need to get over here close to the edges. So today is Saturday for me. This video will go up Sunday. I hope that you have a wonderful weekend plan for yourself. Okay, so now that you've got the top left and the bottom right, you want to bring these up like this and attach them right here. And hopefully, cutting my square out, I didn't mess this up too badly. I do want this to go in my nursing journal. Okay, so we have a square here. Now, let's see if this works. So, this opens like this. This opens like this. Hi everyone, I'm back. So it's been a few hours later, same day. I took a break to watch my granddaughter for a while. My son-in-law had to go to the store. And so I said, of course I'll watch her for you. So that was a few hours ago. But I do want to finish this up, and I want to decorate this for the nursing journal. And mine isn't perfect because I didn't get my square cut out perfect, and but it works, and once it's decorated it'll be fine. I mean, it is fine really. So I'm going to try to decorate this, and I'm twisting and turning it like this because for some reason I feel like I'm not right at the beginning where I should be, but I'm gonna leave it like this. I don't think it matters that much. So I am going to put like a nursing, one of these sentiments. This one says, being a nurse means to hold all your own tears and start drawing smiles on people's faces. Dana Bacon. And that's really quite true in nursing. Sometimes we do have to hold our tears. Sometimes it's better to cry with people you know, and let them know that, yes, you know, we do care and we understand. We might not understand just what they're going through, but we understand their sorrow or their pain. Working with infants, critically ill infants and their parents, I learned that to be true. And it's not only their sadness, but sometimes their anger, because they don't understand what happened and why their baby did not have a normal birth, you know, and why they ended up in the newborn intensive care with all kinds of tubes and things. So yeah, nursing, that's the way nursing is. We have to, sometimes you have to hide your emotions. I mean, you might be going through your own trauma for that day. There may be something terrible that happened at home, or you have a sick child at home, or a sick loved one, and, you know, you're dealing with that. So you kind of have to put that behind you for a few hours and just concentrate on what it is that your patient needs. Nursing, being a nurse was well, like most of life, but especially with nursing or any field where you're helping people. You know, you're constantly learning. And I used to tell new nurses, you know, nursing is about learning, and you need to learn something new every day. Now, I'm not matching the pictures up with the sentiments. I'm just picking them up randomly. Outline paper was obviously an overprint of something that I had printed on both sides, so this is just a cute little place for a note or whatever you might want to put there. And I think I may need a couple more of these squares. So I hope you all enjoy this video. Like I said, you know, this is a very simple thing to make, but I am not a tutorial. I showed you how I learned it and how I made this one. But there's many videos out there about this if you're interested. I think it's a cute addition for a to put in a journal or to send as Happy Mail or whatever you might want to do with it. But I'm going to put mine in a pocket or something. I need to put my glasses on. My granddaughter was playing with my glasses and pulling at my hair, and oh my goodness, she was just having a great time. I think I should trim this off a little bit, because this is going to catch. I thought I hit it. I'm going to let this dry and maybe put another one on here. Now these are not all perfectly sized. They're a little bit different sizes. I'm just trying to get them to fit on the panels. I had so much to do today. I did get quite a bit accomplished, but I also kind of made myself some bigger messes. And I don't like that when that happens, because it's really, really overwhelming to me when that happens like that. But I will get it all worked out. Okay, and then this one says, the character of the nurse is as important as the knowledge she possesses. And boy, is that ever a truer statement. This was Carolyn Jarvis. If that was ever a true statement that could be said. Now these are fun to decorate. You can really decorate them up any way you want to. And like I said, if you've been around the card making, paper crafts for a while, I haven't. But if you have, then you will can find all kinds of ways, different videos out there about this. And I will list Jen's channel. I don't know if I can list the video or not, but I could try to list her video. I haven't tried that yet, but it's time for me to add another level. So I may try to do that. I need to trim this one down a little bit too. This is so not lined up. I don't know exactly. Yeah, I still would I need to try to get my Monday video made too, because tomorrow is Sunday and Father's Day. So if you're watching this and there's somebody in your life that is a father or, maybe whoever, that's cared for little children and love them, wish them a happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all of you daddies out there. This will be my son-in-law's, my son-in-law's first official. And I see this needs to come off. This needs to be trimmed right here. Official Father's Day. And he's not he's not the kind of guy that you want to fuss over. That's just not his nature. My husband was like that too. Now my older daughter's husband, this is his first Father's Day as a grandfather. So those are special times in our lives. Well, what am I doing here? Okay. Okay. Oh, this is the one I need to trim off. I hope you all enjoyed this little video. Hopefully it hasn't been very long. I have no idea how long I was on there before I got to where I had to stop. if you could give me a like and leave me a comment so I can give you a shout out, I would really appreciate that. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. There we go. Here's a quote by Ralph Waldo Emerson. To know even one life has breathed easier because you have lived. This is to have success. And that's another true statement, I think, by a non-nursing person, but true nonetheless. It should be a great honor, you know, to have been able to say that about your career. Okay, now do I have enough to cut? I believe those were 2 by 2. Let me just double check. I think I cut these 2 by 2. Right. Two and a half. Yeah, when I went to cut that, I thought that looks really skinny. I'm glad I double checked it. Okay, so where were we here? Oh, I think here, I was finishing this one. Sorry, I've gone silent. Excuse me, gone silent. I've got the hiccups and I'm trying to talk all at the same time. But I was just thinking about some things I need to do. Monday is Masterboard Monday, and I'm not planning on making a masterboard of any kind, really. But I am planning on doing something else that could be used as a masterboard, I guess. But like I said, I don't normally like to make videos on Sunday. And oh, I started this one. William Shakespeare. The beginning of life is to find your gift. The purpose of life is to give it away. Some of these are, you know, by non-nursing people, two of them anyway, are very telling, meaningful, because that is true. I guess I need 2 more little pieces of paper. And then we should be done with this. Now you could decorate these, like I said, any way you want to. I'm doing this one for my nursing journal. I just thought it would be a fun addition. If you know anything about me at all, by now you know I love interactive pieces in my journals. Oh, that's gonna stick out. Does this seem so big? Yeah, that's why. I'm getting hungry. That's what my problem is too. I'm getting hungry. I'm not hangry, but I could be getting that way. Okay. I guess I could just try ripping this. Well, I keep pulling rulers out and I don't know what I do with them. I must have 3 different rulers on my desk right now. I don't see any of them. There we go. Okay. Now this should finish this up. Yes, I probably should have done some more inking. But for whatever reason I didn't. Okay. All right. So here we go. So we've got, this is, that's 3 and 4. You just keep turning it. 1, 2. This one's upside down for some reason. That's all right. 2, 3, and 4. So there you have it. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed this. Again, not a tutorial, just showing you what I made. I'm just sharing with you something that I found that I like, and I just have learned to make it. So I'm not a pro at it. I just have learned to make it. I did make a prototype. I made actually 2 prototypes. So one was a huge mistake, but the second one turned out pretty good. And then I made one more and decorated it. So I don't know. So, you know, you can do it like this. You can put designs on it. This, I was just putting something on here to have something on here. And, you know, you could like do what I did here and cut it in half over the two halves. So that was my second prototype, and then this one was the one I did and I decorated. I thought I might use this in the nursing journal, but I decided that it was too light in color, so I did one panel with the birds. I did one panel with dragonflies. I did one panel with butterflies. And I did one panel with flowers. I think this is a lot of fun and could be a fun piece to put into your journal or whatever you want to do with it. Let me know if you decide to make one. Check out Jen's Arctic Inclinations. Like I said, I will link her, but there's lots and lots of videos out there that you can find. A lot of them are older videos, maybe 2-3 years old, but they are out there and can actually tell you precisely how to do it. So, all right, I'm going to say goodbye for now. I'm going to try to do a video for Monday, but I'll have to try to do it later today. We'll see how things go. All right, everybody, have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your weekend, and be blessed. I pray for you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Bye, everyone.